On today's episode of Head to Head, we have a Texas-sized battle for you as we put these 5 Tejas OktoberFests against one another to see who is truly Whosta. Oh wait, I mean Supreme PRost! Whosta! For all my new drinkers out there, OktoberFest brews are some of my favorite, and they come in 2 different styles. Marzen, which is a more malty and darker brew, my favorite, and Fiesta beer, which is a lighter and more balanced lager. For this challenge, I'm gonna taste these 5 brews and giving you a play-by-play and choosing my real favorite out of the 5. So let's get drunk. All right, my friends, the first one we got is Allstat Brewery. It's the OktoberFest. They're located out there in the beautiful Fredericksburg, Texas. They're a very German-themed brewery. That's pretty much all they do. So let's see if they can do this right. Oh yeah, and ABV is 5.9, so even if it's not good, I'm still gonna fill it. Ooh, that sounded good. Let's get a pour. All right, so we can already see it's a little lighter of a color. Don't knock me on my pour, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's harder than it looks. Not as dark as I would say a Marzen, close, probably a little more Fiesta beer there. I'm getting balanced, a little malt, but more hops. Very light, very good on the nose. Obviously good carbonation for my crappy pour. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, I'm very surprised. So normally I don't get down with too many of their beers because they're very purist, and you know what? That shows here. This screams very typical, very spot in OktoberFest. I do like this beer. It's balanced, easy drinking. I can still drink it when it's 110 out in Texas like it is right now. That's a good beer. So here we go. Next one is from good old Real Ale Brewing. Everybody in Texas knows Real Ale. If you don't drink beer. Doesn't tell me if this is a Fiesta beer, Marzen, or what it is, but it is 6%. So again, I'm gonna fill it. So this is good. Let's get going. God, you gotta love that sound when football's near. Ooh, it's even lighter of a color than the last one. In fact, that one's probably getting closer to Marzen now that I look at it, that's settling. This guy right here is definitely more of a Fiesta beer. That lighter, almost like a Vienna lager, but probably not. Let's smell it. A little less malt on the nose than the last one, very balanced. Nothing offensive, nothing really identifiable, just seems like an easy drinking beer. Oh, surprising again, very well balanced, a little malt, no bitterness, just kind of a touch of cereal at the end, but very light, easy drinking. I mean, for 6%, if you started pounding these at the pool, you're probably gonna get pretty drunk. This is a very good beer. Oh, see, you can already tell I'm filling it because I put it on the wrong side. Third one, we got from local here in Dripping Springs, Family Business Beer Co. It says OktoberFest, it says Marzen style, so I'm hoping this is a little darker. We got an ABV again of 6%. This is why I love this time of year, people, because you can start drinking those heavier beers, dreaming about football, eating pretzels, and getting fat again. Yep, we're going back a little closer to the first color. Not as light as the last one, but definitely maybe a little darker than the first one. So that's good there. Let's smell, ooh. The head itself has a little more of a brownish, so you know there's a little more, probably like caramel in there, or some sort of a little more darker malt than these guys have. Oh, okay. Sweet, bready, cereal, no hop, no alcohol, just smells like a really good full beer. Oh yeah, that thing's great. This thing, malt, barely any hops, just a little bit to clean it up in the back end, no alcohol. This is going great with some pretzels and cheese, some ladies in lederhosens. I don't know, man. This would make you fat, but this is good. Yeah, that's a good beer. Damn. It's a good job to have. The fourth one is from a very local here, Cedar Park, Texas, Whitestone Brewery. I've had some of their beers. I've been on site. Great place to visit. They do a lot of things right. Great growlers. They're just good people. So let's see how they do here. Their ABV, 5.8, a little lower, but that's still pretty reasonable. It doesn't give me any more information than that. The can looks very festive and corny. In fact, it's got a lederhosen on it, so I guess that would attract you. Let's see, it pops well, foams a little bit, but that's not to be. Okay, we got a little darker. It's not dark as the last one. It's probably closer to the first one with that color there. I'm gonna say definitely heavier in malt, but not that heavy. A little breadiness. A touch of alcohol, not really there, but I'm getting a little more breadiness than anything. All right, let's try this. There's something off there. Sorry, Whitestone, man, you guys do some really good beers, but I get malt and then it immediately goes into something, I don't want to say funk because it's not there, but there's some sort of middle flavor that's just not crisping up. Doesn't have that traditional German festival beer. I don't know. What really does me into is like, I think that was my most expensive six pack at $12.90 or $12 a six pack. I'm not saying I would throw it away, but definitely is not my favorite out of all these beers. That'll probably be the last one I drink today. And then, last but not least, pretty close to Austin. This is a good old faithful here. A lot of people love this one. They love their Hefeweizen. I haven't had this one in forever. Now it does say Munich style Fies beer, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a little lighter. Looks like we got 5.8. And if I haven't said it yet, this is from Live Oak Brewery. I've always liked their labels, very simple, easy. Very reasonably priced beer. They make a great Bock beer. I believe it's called Primus. That's a delicious beer to get from another German style. And their hef is not anything to shake at. I believe that's also a very German style hef. So let's see. Yep, definitely leaning into the fest beer. It's a lighter one, as you can see, a little more golden. Good beer. Let's see. Nice color, nice clarity. That's the one thing about all these. You can see how clear they are. They're great lagers. Oh. Okay, so this one's got a little more yeast on it to me. I want to say I get a little more floral. At the end, I still get the malt, but I feel like I'm really smelling the yeast. I think I'm gonna like this one a lot because it just feels like a traditional German to me. Oh, that's good. Shit, that's gonna be a hard decision right there. So what's crazy about this one, it's not as light as this guy. So I would say Fies beer, but, and I'm probably saying that horribly wrong after a couple beers, but it's definitely not your traditional Märzen. It's somewhere in between. But what's crazy about this is it kind of drinks a little heavier. Like, I don't feel heavy, but the weight of it, like it gives you a little more malt than you actually think you're gonna get, and it cleans up very nicely. Crisp, a little bitter, a little floral, and then you're done. Yeah, this is a good getter. And that's a great price point too. They didn't pay for this, I promise you. It's just good beer. All right, man. Woo! So those are some good drinking Oktoberfest. Now, granted, there's a lot more, but these are some great selections from Texas. With that said, I only can choose one. I don't know what it'll be. Now it's chime. That means I'm drunk, people. All right, let's get going. Now it's time for Dan to choose his favorite. Well, all these beers drink great, except maybe this one. Again, sorry, Whitestone, but this isn't my jam right here. I have to choose one, and two of them are tied for me. Old Faithful, which I've had before, and it's still hitting hard and very good. But this guy, I have to say, I'm a little biased. I like me a little more malt. So today, I'm gonna go with the Family Business Beer Co. This is a fantastic Oktoberfest. You make the German in me proud. Thank you! And if you enjoyed today's content of me drinking these 5 beers and getting drunk, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to get all your Titan Brew TV news. Like always, I've been Dan, you've been awesome, and I'm gonna go in there and get a little more plowed. Thank you for watching. PRost! Was that gross?